people talking about. Don't you know I've been waiting a year and a half to sing a concert? Okay, this is that song. It's called Black Cherry. Black cherry, love is a verb. You get what you give, you learn, and you live that. Black cherry, love is a verb. You get what you give, you learn.
This one, he's just like growling. And then this one here, he's just like chilling.
That's your team. Love it. Love it. Awesome. Well, hi, my name is Minnie Moody from Loud Women, and I'm talking to Lilith I. Do you wanna tell a bit about yourself?
What am I doing? I don't know. I'm a musician and also a illustrator, but mostly a musician. And I sometimes make animations as well. No, I'm just like in this weird process of like trying to balance like making music and art with like functioning. Like, you know what I mean?
Is it is it not related to the whole thing, what's going on in the world, or just like personal growth and that sort of thing?
I think both. I think like whatever happened last year in lockdown made me reevaluate my life, and was doing so much therapy that I realized so many things that I just didn't know before. And now I used to think that I had to like work constantly to have value. I used to think, and now I realize that's not really true. People think I wish I'd done some other thing that they really want to do. So like a DIY artist, there's no one else saying, oh, you need to do this and you need to do that. You need to record some more, and you need to do this or you need to do that. Like there isn't a person. And so then it gets hard. Sometimes you don't know if you're doing too much and like frantically working. Like last year, I was in hospital last year during lockdown for a non-COVID related thing. And I came out and did a live stream and was like super fucked up at the time, like not in a good way. And I shouldn't have done it. I should have cancelled it. I'm just trying to like figure that stuff out, like how much I need to work, like and how much I need to like rest.
That's so important, you know, like I guess that's the same thing for every human being, but many people are just thinking like work, that mindset. But I hope that, you know, the pandemic has helped with that as well. You had the new album coming out, the Folk You Hard. Can you tell a bit about that?
Yeah, so it's kind of like, it has like it has like a lot of meaning in the like name of Folk You Hard. But because it is folk, and like I always had like a weird fitting into the folk scene, quite difficult, and I'm always more in the DIY punk scene than I on like the queer punk scene than I am in like the folk scene, even though like it is just me and the guitar. So I kind of called it Folk You Hard, so people would be like, yeah, it's kind of like fuck you to the people saying that my music's not folk, but also like it is hardcore like feelings, like it's me saying a bunch of stuff that I hadn't really faced before, you know, like I hadn't really learned how to like vocalize about myself before.
My album Folk You Hard, which is weirdly about like my shit relationship with my mom and like my fucked up sexual relationships. Like, the other night, like I haven't had sex for over a year. Just thought I'd share that with you. And the other night I saw the most. Is that also? If that's you too, can you just like clap too? But the only why I'm telling you this, but it's free therapy for me. Anyway, here's another song about my mom.
You know, your album launch gig, that was like, 3 weeks ago, something like that. What I noticed there is that you managed to create this very intimate connection with the audience, and it looked like that you are very open and vulnerable at the same time. And like, how do you feel this audience connection, and how do you manage to do that?
Oh, I don't know. I was so shit at doing gigs for so long. Like the longest amount of time, I was just like the worst at gigs. And I loved gigs, but at the same time, it was just like really awkward. And like, I just felt so much anxiety whenever I would play. Like, I would just be like, and I just did it really bad. And then I don't know, I was just doing so many gigs. And then one day I just kind of, I had this realization nobody really cares and it doesn't really matter. And if I like this, I might as well do it. And then I just got better. And I love gigging. And my main thing now is I just want to play as much as possible. And I'm trying to like get a booking agent, get to play as many shows as possible, like good shows, you know, where like, that's another thing. Like I'm really, before I would play any show, but now I'll only play shows when the promoter's like on it, the venue is cool. Like I'm not gonna just play anywhere now. Like, and whenever I've done that, like I've always regretted it, you know.
Well, that's a good bridge to Loud Women Fest. That's happening in September. How do you feel about that?
Oh, I'm so looking forward to doing that. It's gonna be so good. It's so good. It's always such a good vibe, and don't know. Do
you know the rest of the lineup? Like, do you have any favorite musicians there?
I don't know. I'm so like, I have struggled to like, every day I wake up in the morning and I'm surprised that I woke up, you know, like I go to sleep like so like manic and like depressed. It's a struggle just doing general life. So I'm not that together like looking at lineups and like doing stuff. I'm just like, oh, and I'll go and I don't even know what day it is or when it is. I know it's in September at some point. I
18th, I think.
Okay, well I'll be there. Where is it? Do you know where it is?
It's
same place.
Jesus, sounds like we both need life admin here. Yeah, but yeah. Anyway, yeah, it's happening next month.
I love Loud Women. It's funny, like the first Loud Women show I did, I was so bad, like so bad. I could barely play guitar, and I just was really nervous. And it was like, and I played, and then like Gemma and the Cosmic Something, or I think they're called Cosmic Something now, played, and somebody else, and I just remember being like relieved that I got through it. And now it's like, and it was still really small. There was like literally like 5 people there. And now it's like really big. So that's been interesting to watch and like see the like natural growth of it and how good it's got and how big it's got.
Yeah, that's amazing. It's like really nice to see what's happening with that. Yeah, and then just like the very last question for you, what I forgot to ask you earlier. You know, like your songwriting, where do you draw the inspiration from?
Like just life. Like I write about myself and I write about other people that I know and like things I've experienced. But like, do you know what's something that is funny? Like every single person I write a song about doesn't like the song. So now I don't tell people. I just like keep it to myself. And people will be like, "Is that song about me?" And I think they're too like harsh. You know.
I guess that's called honesty. You know. Yeah,
you
gotta be true to yourself.
Yeah, I try to be like as true to myself as possible, and yeah, I mean, obviously I fuck up all the time. I'm severely flawed, I think, and I just put that, and I just like, I think that was kind of like, I think I was always a good songwriter, but I think whenever as time goes by, I'm just like more blatant. I just say like whatever messed up situation I'm in, and I put it in the song.
Okay, this is that song. It's called Black Cherry. Lately when I sleep, memories play on repeat. A satin grey school skirts, kinky hair and stained white shirts. My dad was the type who likes beer and picking fights. no one was ever home. We'd eat beans on toast alone. Black cherry, love is a verb. You get what you give, you learn, and you live, yeah. Black cherry, love is a verb. You get what you give, you learn, and you live, yeah. Pretty lies better than the ugly truth. We saw things crystal with wide eyes.